What's going on, everybody? Welcome to RNG Crypto. It's your boy here with you for another video, guys. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a presentation that I've put together on Green. Green is the flagship project of the Connect United ecosystem. It has been in the making for about 6 years now, and it is getting ready to launch very, very soon. Yes, we are still in pre-launch, and yes, you can already operate a node and start earning Green rewards. But guys, that's besides the point. What I want to make sure I convey to you is why I believe that operating Green nodes is a life-changing opportunity for myself and anyone else that wants to get involved, guys. So without further ado, stick around, make sure that you smash that like, guys, and I hope you enjoy this presentation. Alright guys, so here's my presentation, and it is as mentioned on Green. Why running a Green smart node can be life-changing. I want to quickly talk about the agenda. What is Green? How does it work? Green versus Bitcoin. People are saying, oh, well, if you mine Green, I can just do that with Bitcoin. Well, we'll talk about that, guys. It is SEC compliant, the big brother of GALA games. Potential commission on top of the mining rewards. There is additional monies to be made on top of the mining, which is absolutely mind-blowing, guys. Sooner rather than later, and why that's so important, guys. And obviously risk versus reward. Moving on, what is Green, guys? Green is a decentralized network of nodes capable of supporting blockchain process while rewarding and incentivizing renewable energy contributions. And I got this off their mission statement on their website, guys. So basically you are tokenizing electricity, guys, and you are doing that by harnessing electricity and then digitalizing it by tokenizing it. So essentially, by operating a node, you are using electricity to pay for your smart node to run, and then your smart node gets rewarded in Green tokens. Keep that in mind. You are part of the network infrastructure, and a good example to sort of help you guys visualize it, especially if you're not really familiar with node technology or blockchain technology. Here is this slide, guys, and this really fits me because I am actually, my profession is in the telecommunication industry. But basically you see here, we've got on the left side a voice call, right? You're talking into a cell phone, right? That cell phone signal then travels through the air via spectrum into a cell tower, and that cell tower then divides it or turns that into bits and bytes, right? And it travels across the backbone to the nearest cell tower of the person you are talking to. From that cell tower, it then travels to the cell phone again over the air via spectrum, and then the person hears you, and it goes back and forth just like that. So imagine being part of this infrastructure. Imagine owning those cell towers and renting those cell towers out to, let's say, just an AT&T, for example's sake, right? AT&T is going to pay you monthly or yearly to be able to use your infrastructure or your actual tower, right? It could be a water tower, it could be an actual cell tower, anything that is high off the ground for good altitude in order to reduce any kind of interference, right? Any tall building, you own that building, you are renting it out to carriers. Carriers are paying you on a monthly, yearly basis to be able to put their antennas on there. So you are contributing to the telecommunication infrastructure in order to make those calls happen. All right. So in this case, you are owning part of the network, if you want to call it that. Okay, so now let's take this same example and apply it to the Green node ecosystem. So on the left, you've got power. You are using electricity. You're using power to run your Green node. In this case, it's here as a green box. They used to have actual physical boxes that they sent out in the very early days, but now it's all software, guys. You simply download the software and run it on your computer. And that software then confirms transactions on the blockchain, and you are then being rewarded in tokens. And that is the data piece in the middle, the tokens that you are receiving for running your node. And those tokens are then stored in the Green wallet. And those are ERC20 tokens. You can send these tokens to your MetaMask, you can send them to your Coinbase wallet, any wallet that's ERC20 compatible, and then you can go and trade them on the open market. And in this example, you see that they're converted back to power. So in this case, you could pay your power bill, and this is something that's going to be coming out where there will be partnerships with power companies all throughout the globe that you can then pay your power bill with directly or subsidize your power bill with. if that is what you chose to do. Or you could just store them and keep them and let the value increase over time, and then maybe trade them on the secondary market. Hopefully in 2-3 years they will actually be listed on centralized exchanges, and the value of that token hopefully will have moved in our favor, and we'll all be happy sitting on our big bags of green tokens. So every time I speak about this, the next question then is, well, why would I mine green if I can just do the same thing with Bitcoin? Well, guys, it's simple, and there is a couple of points that I want to make sure I convey to you. One, Bitcoin is hugely power intensive. It costs a lot of money to run coin mining rigs, guys. Not to mention, guys, the rigs are complex, right? They're complex and expensive in and of themselves. The GPUs that you can get, if you can even get your hands on them, if they're not always sold out, they are very expensive to set up. They're complex to set up, and then you are paying out the wazoo for the electricity that you have to use to run them. So it's very expensive, guys. In addition, BTC market cap is currently around 800 billion, right? It's just shy of 800 billion. So guys, in my opinion, the opportunity for growth is not quite where I would like it to be, right? If you catch my drift. Guys, green mining is 97% more efficient in energy consumption, right? So why would I pay all of this money running Bitcoin expensive GPU rigs when I can just download some software, pay much less electricity to run it, and have sort of the same effect in terms of the rewards that I would be getting, guys? Nodes are easy to set up and run. There's a guide that I've put together, and everyone that's followed it so far has had no issues. The couple of hiccups that they ran into, we quickly resolved it on my Telegram, guys. It is much easier to get started with than running and setting up your own GPU rigs. And then finally, guys, currently, based on the 39 billion tokens that have been put into circulation through mining, and in addition, the current price, the market cap of green is around 358 million. So you can see that this is a lot more runway for us to take advantage of, right? So I wanted to make sure that I highlight this. Yes, you can mine Bitcoin, but again, it's expensive, it's complex, and Bitcoin's market cap is huge compared to where green is currently, when you can just download a node, run it as software on your computer or a VPS, set it up nice and easily, and then hopefully reap the benefits over time into the future, guys. Finally, I also want to talk about the fact that this project, as well as all the Connect United ecosystem projects, are SEC compliant. Green is not being offered to investors, and there is no initial coin offering to promote green. I've mentioned this before, so there isn't a pre-mint where they mint a whole bunch of the total supply and then set aside some for the team and then sell some at an ICO or IDO or any kind of other fundraising event. That is not happening here, guys. If that were to happen, this project would not be SEC compliant. However, again, this is not happening here, guys. Green is created through a proof of action, guys, and it is recorded on the blockchain. If you're not familiar with what proof of action is, essentially it recognizes the contribution of energy that is used tied to any given blockchain. So anytime you are using energy, electricity to operate a node, there's a proof of action consensus that will then generate win rewards for successful confirmations on the blockchain. Yes, win rewards are also going to be coming in the future. Win is the token for the Connect United blockchain, and that blockchain will be your incentive token to, one, refer the program, but also run smart nodes, because you're not just getting the tokens of the specific nodes that you're running, but you're also going to receive win rewards on top of that. Guys, the green token supply is introduced into the market slowly and over time, the exact same way that Bitcoin was introduced to the market, guys. So keep that in mind. This is why this project, as well as all the Connect United projects, are going to be SEC compliant, giving us peace of mind and letting us rest easy knowing that nobody's gonna come chasing us saying that we have invested in a security. Next up, guys, big brother to GALA Games. That's right, GALA Games has the same original and core backers that Green United has. In fact, Green was in existence before GALA Games. There's a story about Eric Schiermeier approaching some of the leaders in Green at a party and asking them or telling them, hey, I heard that you guys, by the way, Eric Schiermeier is the ex-CEO of MySpace. He left MySpace and co-founded Zynga Games. Zynga Games is behind Farmville, Words with Friends, some other very popular mobile games. Zynga is a multi-billion-dollar publicly traded company. He left that company to start GALA Games, and he came to some of the original backers, original core developers of Green to ask them for advice and help on how to get his idea of starting a blockchain-based gaming company into reality. And that is actually what has happened. So keep that in mind. The same original core backers, the same core code for the node ecosystem. GALA Games also is a node ecosystem where you have 50,000 nodes that are called the founders nodes, and these 50,000 nodes actually started at about $1,000. For every 100 nodes that were sold, the price has gone up $100, and that increment has changed now. Now I think it goes up by like $1,500 or $2,000 for every 100 nodes sold, guys. But now the price is insane. It's $98,000. So about a year and a half ago, you could have bought a GALA node for $1,000, and that same node now is worth $98,000. And in the future, once all 50,000 GALA nodes are sold, you will actually have your node or your license turn into an NFT that you can then sell in the second market. So if you were in early and bought it just for $1,000 or a few grand, you can now sell that NFT for upwards of $100,000, guys. But I have 4 GALA nodes, by the way. I got in pretty early before it was at these ridiculous high prices, and I'm doing the same thing now with Green. The current market cap of GALA Games is 1.5 billion. The all-time high was 5.4 billion. Just to give you an idea, I invested in GALA Games when it was about 2 cents per token. It went all the way up to 88 cents. I made a 44x, and I was very, very happy about that. But I'm saying all of this to let you guys know, guys, think about the same original core backers. The same original investors that made GALA Games happen are the same that are behind Green, that are behind all of the Connect United ecosystem projects. So this is really huge. And you can see here on the right some of the partnerships that GALA Games has accomplished so far, and there are more to come. But they have partnered with AMC Studios, the TV show Walking Dead. They're making a game. Townstar is one of their own created games. Last Expedition is a first-person shooter by Certain Affinity Game Studios. Certain Affinity has been involved with Halo, with Call of Duty, with huge blockbuster video games that are now, and they are now working with GALA Games. There's Spider Tanks by Game Media, Legacy, there's Fortify, there's so many games that are out right now. Miranda's being one of their biggest, highly anticipated games. It's an MMORPG by GALA Games directly, right? So it's Michael McCarthy, who also left Zynga Games along with Eric Schiermeier to form GALA Games. He's got a whole team of developers, and he's the director of making sure that Miranda's is coming to fruition. Enough on that, guys. So I just wanted to make sure that you are aware of where GALA Games came from, of the fact that the success of GALA Games can very much be mirrored on the side of Green, as well as some of the other Connect United ecosystem projects. I just want to make sure that I highlight that. Next up, guys, the commission on top of rewards. And I just want to make sure that I get this out of the way. This is on top of your rewards, right? So you are making commission on top of the rewards that your nodes are earning you. So this is the icing on the cake, right? The product will earn more than your commission, okay? So this is a huge fact that I want you to I really want to resonate, okay? Product is going to make more than commission, meaning the node rewards are going to earn you more than the commission will. Let's keep that in mind. So you are going to receive 10% of any referral that has bought a smart node or a light node. That goes down 2 levels, all right? So meaning that the person you refer buys a smart node, you get 10%. If that person now refers someone and they also buy a node, you get 10% of that, and it stops right there, guys. It stops right there, all right? This is not a binary MLM, which is a sort of a pyramid scheme, and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to illustrate this. This is a unilateral MLM. And yes, it is MLM, but guys, that doesn't mean that it's immediately a Ponzi scheme, and this is one of the big pieces of FUD that I gotta squash, guys. Because so many people that I have, when I start sharing this part of it, everyone's like, oh, this is a Ponzi scheme. Oh, this is a pyramid scheme. Oh, I don't trust it. Well, guys, it's not the traditional binary MLM. The traditional binary MLM is literally a pyramid scheme. It is literally a pyramid scheme. And there's a lot of projects that are sort of promising, oh, fast returns and fast gains. And those are Ponzi schemes, okay? This project is 6 years in the making. All right, this is not a Ponzi scheme. In a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme, you can see the one guy up top or girl up top and the people maybe on the second and third level, they're making some decent money, right? Especially the guy on top. But the people at the very bottom, they're most of the time losing money, all right? And that is absolutely not what is happening with any of the Connect United ecosystem commission structures, all right? They are unilateral. Unilateral is a straight horizontal line across, right? The guy on top is literally everyone that gets involved. So if I'm the guy on top and I refer someone, I get 10% first level down. That person now refers someone and they buy, I get 10%, and that's where it stops. So the people at the bottom, when they refer someone, you can now envision them at the top, right? And they're going to get 10% for 2 levels down, and it goes on. And just imagine this sort of diagram here that I've got on the bottom right, just infinitely expanding to the left and to the right. Everyone's on the same level. Everyone's in the same line. This is unilateral. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is not a Ponzi scheme by any means. If a Ponzi scheme means that it's just some kind of rug pull, right? Some fake product, some fake idea that's been sold and people are believing in it and then going and selling it. This is not fake. This is all real, guys. All of the work that Green is doing, that all of the United or Connect United ecosystem projects are doing are really true use cases applied in the real world to try and make a difference or try and make an impact. And Green is going to be one of the most adopted projects simply because you have a real use case, right? You are getting energy, you're using energy to get green tokens, and then you use those green tokens to then pay for your energy bill, or you can sell them on the secondary market. So guys, please make sure that you are very, very well aware. We are not in a binary system. We are not in a pyramid scheme, right? There's not going to be one person up top that's making all the money from all the hard work of everyone down the line. That's not how this works. We are in a unilateral MLM structure where everyone's on the same level. Everyone gets paid 10% 2 levels down, and that's it. I just have to make sure that sinks in, guys. Moving on. So again, no to binary, yes to unilateral. All right. Moving on, sooner rather than later. Why? The current green node price is $5,620, right? Just like in GALA games, there's going to be an increase for the amount of nodes sold. In this case, it increases by $1 for every node sold. Guys, sooner rather than later. There are 4,000 nodes that have been sold at the time of this recording that have not yet been recorded in the backend system, meaning that any day now, the price could jump up from $5,620 to $9,620. Keep that in mind, all right? I am definitely keeping that in mind because I'm rushing to try and get at least one more green node before that jump happens, all right? And then I'll be happy and I'll start focusing on Switch and Element and some of the other ones. I've already bought a bundle and I share that in some of my other videos. Besides the point, I digress. Moving on, Johnathan Gibbs. Johnathan Gibbs is the CEO and co-founder of Lumio, a conglomerate of about 5 solar energy companies in the US that have formed a publicly traded company with a valuation in multiple billions of dollars. All right. He has left that gig and committed 10 years of his life to be the president of Green. Okay. He's a billionaire already. Right? He doesn't have to work if he doesn't want to, but he sees the promise and he sees the future potential of Green, and he has devoted now his professional career to Green. And he's actually working with some big media channels for some major official announcements that are going to be happening, guys. And there is actually going to be an official launch on July 4th, 2022. And that is going to be the time when things, in my opinion, are probably going to blow up for Green and some of the other Connect United ecosystem projects. So keep that date on your calendar. Look out for it. If you haven't bought a node by then, it won't be too late by any means, but you're not going to get as good a deal as you would if you were to buy one anytime soon now. Finally, risk versus reward. And I'm going to just throw all of these on here, guys. Early birds carry the highest risk, yeah, but you also have the potential to gain the highest reward, right? So we are in early, we are in pre-launch phases. Things are still being built, right? Development takes time, it takes years. So guys, you have to have the patience, but you have to also know that this is a risky time to be involved. All right. The project is still, again, in the early stages and things take years to fully mature. So if you're looking at getting involved with Green or any of the Connect United ecosystem projects, think long term. Long term is not 6 months. It's not 12 months. Long term is 3 to 5 years. That is my mindset. With every serious investment, if I'm not just playing around day trading, my mindset is 3 to 5 years. Okay, I've named my portfolio the 2025 millionaire portfolio. All right, I'm thinking long term. I'm not thinking 6 months, 3 months, 5 months down the road. No. All right, quick money. Yeah, there's a chance for that in crypto, but certainly there is. But that's not my approach, all right? And in my opinion, that probably shouldn't be anybody's approach if you're really serious about investing, okay? Like any other opportunity, there is a chance that it all goes to zero. We just have to make sure that you are aware of this, right? There's no guarantee. I'm not telling you that you're gonna make this much money by investing this much. No, in fact, you are not investing in anything when it comes to Green or any of the Connect United ecosystem projects. You are believing in a project, you are then purchasing a node because you believe in the cause or the use case of that project, and then in turn of operating and mining that node, you are rewarded tokens. You are distributed tokens that then may or may not go up in value over time. No guarantees, all right? Very, very serious stuff here. Take this all in consideration. I hope that you like this presentation, guys. If you like what you saw, smash the like, hit me up in the comments, ask me any questions, join the Telegram, all information's down below. You can scan this QR code right now and join up in Connect United and get started with purchasing a node. Guys, if you can't afford a smart node with thousands of dollars, there are light nodes that are literally $20, guys, and it's a fraction of the smart node, but you're still mining and earning rewards, guys. Hit me up again in the comments, join the Telegram. I hope you like this content. I hope it was informative. If you do like the content, smash the like. I will see you in the next video. Peace.